I'll play Fiora this game because never mind, they pick Kled. Okay, no, we'll do Renekton. Sorry, Riven. I don't mind the matchup that much. Look, I'm gonna give you guys a big League of Legends lesson this game for like what it takes to actually just climb up through the ranks. I'm gonna show you. This isn't gonna be a 1v9 game. It's not gonna be a 1v9 game. Just because of the way the matchup is. It requires the Kled to just like suicide like 10 times for no reason. But if you play one champion, right, and you know the matchup well enough, they Riven, right? If you know the matchup well enough and you've realized that that matchup doesn't give you carry potential based on like just how you play the lane, you can't brute force your way into getting a lead, then you pretty much have like a lower percentage. It coin flips the game because you're gonna have to play based on. It still doesn't coin flip the whole way. It's still not 50-50, right? Like it's still not a complete coin flip. Because you can outplay your opponent through wave management and teleport usage. If you're better on those parts, you will still be able to beat him in the long run. If you play like 20 games, you'll beat him 10 extra games more than normal. So it's not a complete coin flip, but if you go if you're playing a matchup that you know for a fact that if you know how to trade and you know how to play and you know the specific power spikes, right? If you know them, you can get that lead, and then your percentage of winning that game goes up to like 60% or something like that. I'm pulling these numbers out of my ass, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's just for like sake of explanation. So this matchup specifically, you won't really be killing him unless he wants to try to go for a kill. So he has two options, right? He can try to go for kills in lane, which make it dangerous because then he can die to a gank in a very obvious way, or to me. So he wants to risk his percentage of safety to like even get an even bigger percentage, right? Unlikely that happens. What usually ends up happening in matchups like this, because both players don't want to ruin the game for their team a lot of the time, is you just play the wave management, right? So right now I want to see where the enemy jungler is. I want to see what the fuck is happening. So it seems like they leashed down there, or they didn't leash at all. So I'm just gonna play to farm these minions and try not to trade at all. It's a bit hard to farm against Kled until I have like level 2, level 3, just because he has the potential of just chunking me really hard, right? Like going right here, if I go for the minion, he Qs, he lands it at least like fucking insane amounts of HP, so yeah, it's pretty hard. Ooh. Dude, he's doing well. He's punishing me really well for walking up even a little bit. I took the chance of just being close to him because it's like, oh, I can probably dodge his hook maybe if he throws it, but no, he threw it properly. It's a risk you shouldn't really even be taking. This champion matchup is super fucking safe for Kled. And I mean, once Riven gets 3 levels, then she shouldn't die in this lane matchup either, unless she's actively trying to trade, right? I can't help you. I can't help. I sadly cannot help. Like, this guy shoved into my side, I can't help him. You're gonna have to just give it up, man. Literally can't help you. Sometimes it's hard to lose someone, but you need to keep moving, though, cause life goes on. On this planet there are a couple million all at once, so don't you lose your hope. You fuck with what I'm only gone so cool. Lost me to say wave management, but continue. Wave management's more like, okay, so in this situation, right? You don't want to just be shoving the minions every time. You want to just last hit them without touching the wave, because you don't want the wave to be like on his side of the lane. And you want to try to actively just slow push to their side to get a good recall off. So once you have a stacked up wave, you recall and you have a good TP situation. You can TP, you can recall and just walk back to lane because you have an item buy that you really wanted to get, right? He's actively trying to like trade, try to get something back. I can do short trades like that, but all in trades I really shouldn't do. Unless he fucks up, right? Like just third Q there and walk away, because if I keep trading, the two next autos just fuck me over and I just die. Even if you dismount him like this, you still can't kill him. It's a lot. But even in this situation, you just want to short trade. When I played against Soul Mario, and then he's in this situation, he usually does like a EQ flash, and then if the Q's latched onto me, you die anyway. So I have to watch out for that. Right now, he's winning this matchup pretty hard. Not that hard actually. It's still kind of even. Now it's like kind of fucked for him. He needs to be always watching out for jungle ganks because he has no flash. That's the risk that comes with always wanting to trade, which is what he's been doing. He just wants to be trading 24. Do you see here? So right now I'm just slow pushing it. I want to get this wave to be pretty stacked up so I can get a good recall off, and then I don't have to use TP to get back to win. And he's low enough for I actually could kill him if he fucks up way too hard. I might not even get a recall off on TP if there's an opportunity right now, right? Like if something happens here, I TP just because I don't really lose anything from TPing, but I'm not TPing. Looks like they're winning by themselves. So let's get a item buy off back to lane. Still watching them, just in case. Does she have flash? I wonder if she had flash. He didn't ping it, so we'll win this. Yeah, but he specifically picked a matchup that was very low trading and everything. I wish I could get there in time up there. The wave is perfect for me. Someone TP. Vladimir go. Never mind actually. I'm still gonna lose CS for that, but it is what it is. So the timing, here's the other thing, like in solo queue, right? Typically with comms, you would I would have said, oh, I can't TP there because so don't fight. There's a fight because I'm walking back to lane after the wave's pushing back to me. But in solo queue, there's no such thing as like comms for that, right? So there's no comms. So you have to just do everything yourself in like a way that's optimized for you. I only TP'd there knowing that I could probably get 1 or 2 kills. If I saw that I couldn't get a kill at all, I wouldn't have TP'd. So now we both have no TP, I think. I think he TP'd. I think he TP bottom, right? No one pinged anything. Maybe he ulted down there. Kled TP. Yeah. Good to know, good to know. You recall after because you catch the whole wave? Yeah, but you can't just leave a wave fucked for your team, right? You need to fix it. Anytime I make a play in any lane, you don't want to leave the wave pushing to them in a way where it could get frozen, because then you actually just fucking lose that side of the map. But yeah, this matchup is kind of coin flippy, because it's not a complete hard counter from either side. Most people don't like first picking Kled though. He's not really one of the champions that you can just blind pick first. There's a lot of champions like Jax, Renekton that actually do pretty decent into him. Jax mostly though. Jax does really well. Renekton can work, but it's not super hard counter. Okay. Okay. The Shake is having a rough time, but it's like, I mean, there's not much I could have done to help him early, so it's unfortunate. Mid lane's also losing. A lot of these games are just decided based on the picks and everything, just like the matchups that you pick. Can't really take that. Yeah, I can't. You can have it. Oh, now I can kill him in the next rotation. He walks up a little bit. I don't do enough bursts, I think. He used to get rid of all his HP there though. Kinda sucks. I've literally played this matchup hundreds and hundreds of games. And it's fucking, like whenever I try to kill them at that amount of HP, they always remount. They're tankier than it looks. I can test it out, I can try it. But I'm pretty sure I don't kill him. Let's try it, boys. Let's try it. Oh, he didn't flash. He'd be dead, actually. I guess with that combo, it actually kind of works out. It's like the highest DPS or the highest burst that I could possibly do there. Got my black cleaver now too. That's nice. R's coming up. Yeah, I know, but I can't. There we go. At least I got the cannon. You shouldn't be able to kill me. Yeah. Can you be Grandmaster of playing 10 hours a day? Theoretically, I mean, you play the matchups, like if you play one champion that's like really easy, mechanically, Okay, so if there's such a thing, if there's a champion that's super easy mechanically and that champion beats every champion in the game, and you don't have to learn matchups, then yes, you can easily climb up without playing too much. Now, you gotta see what champion that is. I cannot help you. See, I'm not TPing here because TPing just for one person gives me nothing. And it looks like they win that down there without me. I'll TP if the rest of the team shows up though. I'm watching. Nice. Just using TP for one guy is really not worth it ever. Damn. That Ari's actually popping off. I wonder how she has so many kills and assists already. From what I understand, Ari's just not a very good champion. Doesn't really have kill pressure or anything. I don't even know how she gets so she has kills. Like when you see when you see like a Casping having kills on like I don't know, a Yasuo or something. It's like, what the fuck? Weird. People think Darius is real. Yeah, no, Darius actually, like, while people really fucking despise him, Darius takes a few games to learn, man. Like, he's not that bunga bunga. He's not that dumb. I'm here. Now the real question is, can we outplay this? Ari makes this kind of RNG for me. Hard for me to outplay her. Yeah, Ari makes this very hard. What makes Darius skill plus creeper should combine right here? Hard. It's hard for me to describe what makes like champion. I mean, like Darius is just really good if you know his limits, like every other champion really. But some champions in general are just better for solo queue and everything, based on like their power spikes. There's some champions that I think are really good if you master them, like their matchups and how much pressure you can put in, like Pantheon, because their early game is god. But if you don't know their early games perfectly, then you can't really hyper carry that well with them, or a long period of games, right? Dragon, finish dragon. You kidding me? That Ari is just just making this game so hard. Nice. At least I'm the only one that died. Using Rangers OPA system, but he gets fed almost every game, but loses on Darius. Yeah, it's because you need to. The champion needs to be able to get fed, but also be able to outplay everything. Like whether it's like with a flash timer or with like Darius, even with Ghost Flash, you can get really ahead. But but it's really hard to force a win on him. It's really hard to force a win on him. But then if you're really ahead on something like Jax, right? You can just fucking kill everything and force everything. You can go into under the tower and tank like 4 people under the tower, just fucking smashing them with your ult and dodging all the autos with the E. So it's like some champions just work better for carrying purposes. Doesn't mean that Darius is shit completely, right? Because there's situations where he'll be better in like a team setting. Maybe. But some champions you don't really need to think about a team setting, they just work solo by themselves. It's kind of a shame. I don't know. That's the way I look at it. Like this game, he picked Kled, couldn't kill each other, so it was based on to like team RNG. Did my bot win? Did my mid lane win? There's that little bit of like, oh, I TP and he'll do the wave management better than you, but like I didn't really do it that much better than this guy. My TP was better. That's about it. I wish all matchups were evenly skilled and that they had all of them had high kill pressure. That'd be a fucking best League world ever. The perfect League world. All matchups equally skilled. Can kill each other at any point. If they like outplay each other well enough. That'd be sick. Better teammates abuser. That's what it comes down to in this game a lot of the time, yeah. It's just teammates. If they play a little bit better. If you don't have a counter pick, that is. I think he probably has the most balanced laning out of MOBAs. I don't think so. I think most laning matchups are won from the start. You pick the champion, that champion beats the other champion, there's no outplay. The only outplay comes in when you don't play the matchup and you just play wave management, TP, and ganks. But the matchups themselves they're predetermined who wins and who loses from the moment you pick them. That's Kled TP. I think I might have any TP. the Vax. Thank you for a month. Appreciate it. What do I want to get? What do I want to get? I guess this would be pretty good, actually. What? Kled just ults? Fuck? Oh, she fucking ran out. Okay, she went out of the fog of war. Fucking hell. That's unlucky, actually. I think when that happens, when I want to hover over them to do the third Q jump, but then I lose vision. Oh, shame. We can't end this. I think he's gonna fail, I think. Oh, never mind. Alright, nice. I think that's still Mario, right? On a Smurf, maybe? I don't think any other Kled does Essence Reaver.